Hi, this is Splish, and today we'll talk about how Hunt Showdown is doing in 2022. Have you ever felt that you have a somewhat bad conscience that you didn't play a certain game more than you actually did? Maybe you don't, but I know that I have, and Hunt Showdown is definitely one of them. You see, before I started to record this video, I had only 16 hours in the game, and the last time I played Hunt Showdown was back in 2019. So, with that said, I definitely felt that it was time to dig into this game once again. But I did feel and understand early on that this game offered something different and special in many ways compared to many other more generic shooters that is out there. The concept when it comes to a mix of Western weapons and environments together with horror elements in a mix of PvP and PvE action is great. And to be honest, I'm almost surprised that no one has tried this concept earlier. The art style and graphics, thanks to the Cry engine, makes this game quite immersive from time to time and can also send a shiver or two down my spine at least, even though I've played hundreds of horror games as well through the years. But to be honest, my first impressions of the game was so back in late August 2019 when the game was released. I was an early bird playing this game since me and a friend got copies from the devs and publishers, which is Crytek by the way. But when we streamed Hunt Showdown, this was before the official release due to early access, the game was yet not so well optimized. So I did take a break from the game sometime already after the release to wait and see what kind of improvements they would make. And yes, improvements were made, although I had moments also now playing in 2022 as well, where I felt that the hit detection or netcode for that sake, I don't know exactly what, was playing me some tricks from time to time when encountering other hunters, meaning other players. So, what is this then about? Well, you spawn into this infested place called Bayou, either solo, as a duo, or as a trio of hunters. You then search for clues to help you track your target and compete against other hunters who are after the same reward. You kill and you banish your target, you collect the bounty and then get ready for the showdown. Once the bounty is in your hands, every other hunter on the map will be after your prize. Now this is an interesting take on a Battle Royale game since it's quite a high risk but also high reward concept. So if you do get killed before being able to exit the map with your precious bounty, then you lose it all and you'll have to get yourself a new bounty hunter and gear once more. I do like that the game gives quite a lot of freedom, or should I say choices, when it comes to how you want to play the game. Both when it comes to either leave early after, for example, killing and banishing your target, or maybe you want to stick around a bit longer to see if you can hunt down some of the other players as they're making their way towards the exits as well, as I call them. That means that a game sometimes can be quite short in length or long, depending on how you choose to play the game. I'm personally a fan of the fact that most matches doesn't take for ages to finish. Alongside with that, your playstyle can also be varied quite some in Hunt Showdown, although there are certain parts or places in the matches where a more stealthy approach is preferable, since you don't want the unnecessary attention from neither the monsters patrolling or other nearby hunters. But I've had success and fun playing with hunters that takes no risks at all, meaning crouching their way through the entire map as if we were playing Splinter Cell. But I've also been experiencing playing with haste, going in guns blazing. That just comes down to how you and your teammates wants to take on the tasks ahead of you. Hunt Showdown has gotten some awards as well, for example Best of E3 in 2017 and also Best Early Access in 2018 when it comes to game debate. But around the same time, in 2017 and 2019, Battle Royale titles such as PUBG, Apex Legends and also Warzone was released. And even though, as described here, Hunt Showdown offers something different and partly unique, I do believe it got overshadowed by some of these titles that still, today in 2022, are dominating the field of Battle Royale. Does that mean that Hunt Showdown would have been better off being released later? Maybe, maybe not. Don't get me wrong. Hunt Showdown has an audience, and we're getting to that soon, but the game never really got the boost that I at least was hoping for. Maybe it has partly to do with the fact that not enough big YouTubers or streamers played the game, so it therefore didn't get enough attention needed. This is of course speculation and thoughts on my behalf, so feel free to fill in here when it comes to your opinions as well, especially if you've been playing Hunt Showdown for some time and therefore are closer to the actual development cycle of the game. We talked about audience, meaning players, when it comes to Hunt Showdown, and it's nice to see that the game has actually been doing better lately, as you can see here, meaning from 2021 and into 2022. The numbers went from around 5k players on average all the way up to 12k players on average, which is really nice to see. Very often when I do these kind of videos, it's usually the opposite around, meaning declining numbers, but not when it comes to Hunt Showdown. Great. So where does that leave us now in 2022? Well, Hunt Showdown is still a really cool game, and I've had a lot of fun coming back to the game now, playing it more than I almost did back in 2019, to be honest with you. And therefore I recommend it. If you want to, you can check it out on Steam, of course, and I see that some of the bundles, if you're into that, has a discount right now on Steam. So with that said, I also hope that you enjoyed this video, and as always, I would love to hear from you when it comes to your thoughts about the game overall. And of course, if you're new to my channel and you like this kind of gameplay and concept of making videos, and I'm mainly thinking about talking about new games, older games, AAA games, indie games, and so forth, then make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell, and I'll talk to you soon again. This was Splish, and I hope you're gonna have a fantastic day and maybe play some Hunt Showdown. Let me know in the comments. Later.